The top stories. A man's injured as gunshots end birthday party. Armed men rob a Baxter's Road restaurant. And get ready for Barbados St Lucia netball tests. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, May the 28th, 2014. A birthday celebration in the Ivy ended abruptly in the early hours of the morning after shots were fired by two gunmen, according to eyewitnesses. They say people were sent scampering and a 51-year-old man from Howells Cross Road was shot in the upper arm and was taken to hospital for treatment. 62-year-old pensioner Ursula Crozet, whose 6th Avenue home is just opposite where the party was held, was left shaken by the experience, as have other members of her household. They say it is the 4th time this year that family members had fallen victim to random shootings and that other incidents of violence have been meted out to them as well. In more crime news, a masked gunman held up a Chinese restaurant in Baxter's Road on Tuesday night and got away with an undisclosed sum of money. The robber, who hit at about 9 o'clock at the Lake Gardens Chinese restaurant, struck a woman during the robbery, but she was not seriously injured. A handful of disgruntled former Transport Board employees have turned up at the board's headquarters demanding immediate severance payment. They accuse their union, the Barbados Workers' Union, of failing to stand up for them. The 6 protesters displaying their termination letters complained that since being dismissed on March the 3rd, they had yet to receive payments due to them. Sparrow is here. The legendary Calypsonian shed some tears soon after his arrival when he was met by Gabby, Minister of Culture Stephen Lashley, and concert promoter Eleanor Rice. They spoke movingly of the birdie and told him that most Barbadians had been praying for his recovery from a stroke last year. Sparrow will be performing at the Gymnasium on Saturday night, and he promised to take his Bajan audience as far back as Gene and Dinah and treat them to the best hits of his career from the 1950s. Saturday's show will be hosted by Mrs. Rice and the All-Stars Calypso Tent. The popular Pork Limes will continue to be a free event as organizers have decided not to introduce an entrance fee this crop over. Anthony Lane, founder of the Contact Band which stages the event, admitted that a fee was given serious consideration. However, he said they wanted to maintain the concept of giving back, at least for now. The first of 7 pork limes kicks off at the new Fete City, that's what it's called, at the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex on Friday next week. On a visit to St Stephen's Primary School, Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave went for hearts and minds with a message that reflected his own life story, and a successful one. Sir Elliot, who was invited to visit by Principal Colin Jordan, imparted words of advice to his young audience, imploring them not to lose heart in the event of failure, to keep out of bad company, and not to engage in bullying. Resorting to the language of his audience, and why not, Sir Elliot said it was cool to visit the school, and he congratulated the principal and teachers for, well, the awesome program of poetry, singing, and dance, which was staged for him. Before the UWI Open Campus, there was the extramural department, and the 2 educators most closely associated with the department have been honored at a ceremony. Dr. Leonard Shuri and the late Dr. Bradley Niles are the latest to have wings at the university named after them. In a ceremony punctuated with glowing tributes, Dr. Shuri, who is 89, was described as being way ahead of his time as he brought to his job as resident UWI tutor a wide series of programs that brought the university closer to the public. Dr. Niles was cited for initiating the prison education program, in helping to form the Pinelands Creative Workshop, and in expanding programs. Sport now. Barbados is hosting St Lucia for 3 netball tests, with both teams using the series to help finalize their squads for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. We'll have the results of the first match, which was due to begin around the time we were going on air in Thursday's Nation News. The matches will begin at 8 each night at the netball stadium, with fans being treated to 6 15-minute quarters. Cricket now. 2 new finalists will emerge at the end of the Sagicor General 2020 semi-finals, which will be contested on Thursday and Friday nights at Kensington Oval. Supercenter Spartan will take on ASA Field Pickwick in the first match, while YMPC will meet counterpart Wanderers on Friday. It will be the first time in the 7-year history of the tournament that Spartan, Pickwick and the Wanderers have made it to the semis. YMPC have been there, but lost in 2011 and 2012 to ICBL Empire. And finally, are women worse drivers than men? Well, South Korea seems to think so. The capital city Seoul has introduced larger parking spaces just for lady drivers, marked out in pink paint with a mini-skirted logo. Apparently, this is part of a $95 million project to make the city more friendly to women. The lady-friendly parking spaces, like disabled spaces, are closer to entrances and lifts. That is not all. The city has also installed stiletto-friendly pavements near the spaces. That's Nation News for Wednesday. It is available on our website, nationnews.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and on our YouTube channel.